Now it's time to break it.
Welcome to this week's episode of the video games.
Who the hell let you back in?
Welcome back to the SplitScreeners. This is our gaming episode. I'm joined here by Zachary Renner.
What's up?
Myself, Aaron. My friend, Nick. And my other friend, Gavin.
You didn't get a friend.
You're my friend.
It's because you put cats at 10, you jackass.
You're my friend.
Like, comment, subscribe, and surprise.
Surprise! Peekaboo.
Well, I have had a long hiatus. Today, I have some food poisoning or something. I feel like shit, and
Should have
We're gonna-
Chipotle or something afterwards.
Chipotle.
Anywho, I have a huge backlog of games that just came out to start playing. Have not played any of them.
You still behind? Have you played Dying Light 2 yet?
I was waiting on this asshole. So, Dying Light 2, WWE, Forbidden West, Tokyo Ghostwire, and there's another one.
Elden Ring.
I'm skipping that. I'm done with it.
You
Yeah, there's something else.
already said on Forbidden West.
Is it Ghostblade or Ghost Runner? The other
That's
the game we got for free?
Ghostwire, Tokyo.
No, we got a free game
Oh,
this
yeah,
one
yeah,
called
no.
Ghost Runner.
Yeah, you're right. No.
Do you want to play that?
Lots of games. We'll get into some news. New Ghostbusters game coming from the developers of that terrible Friday the 13th game. So it's a 4v1 game, so I guess 4 Ghostbusters running down ghosts. You can probably upgrade from Slimer to Big Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Who knows? The gameplay looked interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds
But-
similar to Evolve.
I thought Friday the 13th looked good, and it was just a much worse version of
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight's a lot more fun.
Yes.
Dead by Daylight's great.
I love Dead by Daylight. So hopefully they learn from some of their mistakes, have a bigger budget, can make something good.
What they need is just make sure they have actual servers, because I think that's partially what hurt that game too.
Yeah. Oh, what else in the news? Disappointing news, if you didn't cover it last week.
Foo Fighters.
Dude, this is gaming.
I know.
Foo Fighters game is not happening.
Oh!
Got canceled.
Got
recently.
canceled recently due to events. R.I.P.
T's and P's.
What was I? Oh, bad news. The Sons of the Forest has been delayed.
Motherfucker!
That was supposed to come out in 1 month.
I'm actually
1 month from now, and instead we have to wait to 2026.
No.
What?
October of this year.
I was like, no. They're getting delayed 4 years? Jesus!
I wanted to make it seem real bad and then back it up to the real bad.
It's just like, did they just not make a movie and forget that they were supposed to release? Like, our
In
game
a message to our gamers, our gaming community, we realized we didn't start development of the game as of yet.
We realize we're still in the beginning phase.
Oh my god.
We're still selling our forest money. Spending our
So
forest
that was pretty disappointing. I saw that last week while I was away.
Yeah, we
So
did
it's
not
been
touch
delayed
that. I
5
didn't see that.
months.
So just like
October.
Forspoken. Because Forspoken was delayed from
Yeah.
May until October.
So, yeah.
Hopefully that will be the
That
final
sucks.
delay. Fingers
Speaking of
crossed.
delays,
What else has been delayed?
Suicide
video.
Squad Kill the Justice
Oh, that's
League
right.
got delayed
Yes, it did.
until spring of 2023. So a full year, basically.
How dare they?
Gotham Knights is still coming out this year, though, in October.
Did you watch the... Because we touched on it a little bit last week. Did you watch the state of play for Hogwarts Legacy?
Yeah. I was going to get into that. Showed quite a bit more than we've seen, so I'm still really excited for that one.
Yeah.
Still a lot of questions I have on certain mechanics, and is there going to be a morality system?
Yeah, Did
Like-
touch on that. That is going to
But
happen.
I haven't seen how it's going to be implemented.
Yeah.
Like, if you go and start doing forbidden curses, are you going to have like an alternate ending? Are you going to go down, or is you're going to be total dark wizard, and at the end you've saved Hogwarts?
Congratulations!
You know, so I just don't know how much of an impact of the morality system's going to have, and if there's branching
Yeah.
paths,
Well,
which is what I hope.
And for my, I was like, and because it's late 1800s, so hopefully we can
It doesn't sound like we'll get very many new people we've seen already. It just sounds like we'll probably get we might see Dumbledore.
You're gonna see ancestors.
Yeah.
You're gonna see Peeves and other ghosts. Those have already been shown.
Nearly headless.
But yeah, as far as characters in the movies and books, you won't see any of them. But you might see like their great grandparents.
Yeah, there was like
I can see that happening.
rumor where like one of Ron Weasley's grandparents being in the movie.
There we go.
Ron
So we'll see
Weasley.
the 1800s Weasleys back when they had money.
Watch them be dicks like Malfoy.
Isn't that impossible? Weren't both of his parents muggles?
No.
His dad
Hermione's
100%
parents
was
Yeah,
are
you're
muggles.
thinking of Hermione.
Hermione's
Ron's
are
parents are both wizards.
Ron's parents were. Ron's dad was obsessed with muggles.
That's right. Thank
Yeah, but he is a wizard.
Yeah, he works for the Ministry.
You're a wizard, Weasley.
you. Yeah, unless...
So, what did you guys think of the gameplay we did see?
I think it looks dope. It got
It
me
does look
super excited.
Yeah.
What we talked about last week that I'm really excited about is I want to see how you cast spells, because they say that your spell inventory, there's going to be so many spells you can learn. So there's got to be combinations, and I'm super excited to see what they do
because
for that.
there's the combination ones too. Because I think what I'm imagining because this is what they did in other. Obviously, I don't think it's the same company or developers, but I know that they in the older
Like in
games.
this one, you have to use one of the old move controllers, and you have to swish and flick.
Swish.
In the older games, it actually gave you had a bunch of spells in the older games too. You would assign those spells to triangle, square, circle, and X. Because I always played on the PlayStation. I don't know if they ever showed up anywhere else. And then you would assign spells to the R1 plus those, and then assign spells to the L1 plus those. So I think it might
See,
be
I hope
similar.
it's not like
It depends how many spells are in there. If
I'd
it's
rather,
just
like-
a handful.
I'd rather use stuff like the sticks. I think that would be a super cool way to.
Oh, it would. But this, I was like,
Yeah, you'll probably have a spell wheel. Again, they didn't show those kinds of things, so...
because so there's combination spells, but I don't know if those means combination spells I hit this motherfucker with water and then lightning, or combinations I mixed water and lightning to make this new spell. That's the real question. Because it seemed because some of the gameplay was that you can mix and match. It seemed like one there was the Igneo. They use it with the Leviosa one. It made a flame blast. So
There's some cool combos.
So I don't know if they're combos or true new spells, because how they worded it makes it seem ambiguous.
Yeah.
In the gameplay, it looked like combos, because they did the one that would rip them up into the air, and then they did something, hit them, and then slammed them into the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
So,
yeah,
looks like there's a little bit of combo, hopefully.
because they made a big
be-
part that there's over 50 different combinations for spells.
Yeah.
So I don't
So
know.
hopefully there's a lot of spells, and you can hopefully combo them in unique ways. That way it's not always just levitate, smash, smash.
Why isn't this an MMO? After you
that
beat the
reminds
game,
me
just
of
turn it into an
Bulletstorm.
MMO.
Remember Bulletstorm?
Yes, yeah, I do.
Where you do that
You had your robot
blast them
thing.
up there and then wrap them back. I do that over and over
I
again.
fucking love Bulletstorm. It's not a great game,
No, it's fun.
but it's dumb fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
It's entertaining.
It's entertaining for a short amount of time.
All we know as of now is holiday of this year, right? They didn't give
Yeah,
an
so-
actual
Probably
release date.
November-ish.
Yeah.
I would bet money on November. Earliest will be September, but October, November.
November, if I remember correctly, is when most of the movies came out. Late November, early December.
Yeah, they all came out.
I don't know if they would go if they give a shit about that releasing the game, but
I doubt it. But it's perfect time to get it out.
yeah, right before
To make
Christmas.
money.
Black Friday, Christmas.
Yeah. So I'm thinking late October to early November.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see, like you said earlier, the morality system. I'm kind of imagining, kind of like Knights of the Old Republic, where you won't get certain spells if you're a good
Yeah, I
wizard.
think they should do that. It would make it so much
So
more fun.
you can't do the killing curse if you're going down a good path.
Right.
Vice versa.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I hope they expand that and make that fun, and not just no matter what you do, everything's the same and use whatever you want.
Have you guys checked?
I'm hoping it's more involved.
I'm looking at
So
the
you can
website
really
right now.
get into
I was
it.
I didn't remember seeing this, but it looks like you can ride some of the mystical beasts.
Yeah,
Hippogriffs
they
and
showed
stuff.
hippogriffs and
Thresholds.
yeah.
I'm either going to get really pissed off with the home base mechanic, or I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. They're either the upgrades are going to be too fucking demanding for me to give a shit about it, or it'll be like one of those ones that naturally comes along. That's what I'm worried about. Is I mean, like, you need all this special shit. Have fun. And then you're like, cool, I just need, like, a level 2 stupefy. I don't need fucking... I mean, it's bullshit, but...
Yeah. But it looks like a fun game. I'm excited for this to come out. Like we said, holiday this year, so hopefully this one doesn't get delayed.
You don't say shit like this. How it gets delayed?
Let's see.
You have to say you hope it gets delayed.
What else? That was good. Witcher 4 is in development.
Yep, I think we did hit that.
Did you
last
hit
week.
that?
I'm kind of hoping...
I think we might have touched on it, but
Yeah, it's gonna be a new trilogy, new protagonist.
That's
I'm kind of...
Witcher 4,
Not Witcher
new
4.
Witcher game, different story, different era, probably. Yeah.
They were pretty tight-lipped on that, but yeah,
I'm
not gonna be Geralt. Maybe Ciri, maybe somebody else.
I'm actually hoping that it's
Fingers crossed.
a origin for the Witchers.
We are getting an origin show.
I don't get an origin show, but I don't give a shit about the show. I don't care about the video game. I hope we get a fun origin, like say like you're the first. Say they make the main character like the first child is actually able to become a Witcher.
Yeah,
And like that, and like you're trying to like build up the Witchers like
So kind of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood kind of thing.
kind of but good.
but good. That would help.
You listen here, you little shit.
oh, you know what?
The Hoop Blade.
You know what? You
That
didn't
was
talk about
revelation.
movies.
That was.
What?
You know what? You didn't talk about movies.
That no one else brought up either?
Well, yeah, I didn't watch it.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
You
Yeah,
watched
was
episode
it that
1
bad?
Halo.
No, I liked it.
Yeah, it was that bad.
Was
Yeah,
it
Did the wheel of time
Keep things
turning?
right
You know,
on.
his helmet was off for almost the whole first half of the first episode, Ken.
Oh, they Boba Fetted him.
Second half of the first episode, sorry.
Just to get out of the way, because they knew everyone was going to hate that. But, you know what? We'll talk about it next week when you guys watch it too.
No, I'm not watching it.
Alright.
You ruined it for me as soon as you said it was good.
I said
like,
it was alright.
I can't trust Zach.
I'm middle ground on this one.
You just told us Morbius was going to be good.
I'm sorry, Lunch.
Anyways, so hopefully a Siri game. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I love
A
Siri.
Siri game would be cool, especially.
Some of my favorite
Have you read
parts
the
of Witcher
books?
3 are playing a Siri. Yeah.
Books?
I've
Yes.
been wanting to get
Awesome.
into them.
I was like, I have audiobooks, which is honestly pretty fun to listen to. But I kind of hope because they mentioned this that like Cyberpunk and Witcher technically part of the same universe
Yeah, sure.
technically.
Parallel universes. or
Well,
something
yeah,
like
because in the book, Siri goes somewhere and talks
Yeah.
and like goes to the
Yeah,
futuristic
it's a
city.
futuristic city.
Because she has time traveling powers, because of course she does.
So is she in Cyberpunk? Does she?
I have no idea.
Is she
Yeah, I
in
think
NPC somewhere?
A picture of her shows up on like a magazine cover if you look just right spot
Easter
or
egg.
something.
Yeah,
But
like
not her running from
I tried making her
hunt.
as a character.
through the streets. That'd be
Cyberpunk.
cool.
Do you know how crazy it would be? Well, so you're just doing like you're like in the middle of a scene, and all of a sudden you just see someone will just dart across, and then there's fucking spectral horses.
Yeah.
You're just like, what the fuck is happening?
You're just upgrading your weapons with Keanu
Actually,
Reeves.
There is an Easter egg that I remember now in Cyberpunk 2077. You remember if you go near like any of the oceans in Witcher 3, there's all these like thieves like spots or caches in the water just floating there.
Yeah.
If you go to a certain dock in Cyberpunk 2077, there's one of those just floating off there. And I think there's just a note in there like, there's 100 more of these. I don't know what the purpose of these are, but I don't want to go through all of them. Something like that. I don't remember what exactly the note
Do you know what
says.
else is really wild to me? I was like, I know that the games and the books aren't connected, but they are connected. So Witcher 1 takes place after the end of the books. But then Witcher 3 takes place in the middle of the goddamn books.
Yeah. It's because it's their own version of it.
Right, which is
And
totally
they
fair.
picked and chose what they wanted when they wanted it.
I am hoping, like a Siri game, like you said, a Siri game would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun. I love her character. So that's what I would want. But I'm just glad they're going back to it.
Yeah.
Because unlike Cyberpunk, they knock it out of the park with The Witcher.
Well, I mean, they'll probably have a year of rebuilding the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully they don't pull that shit. I mean, I know that was mostly like the shareholders that were kind of.
I'm pretty sure after the
Yeah.
travesty of their launch for Cyberpunk,
Yeah.
they'll be a little bit more careful with this game.
They'll do better.
We
Again.
probably won't see it till like 2026
No.
or 7.
That would
if
be
they
my
polish
guess.
it, that's fine.
All for it. Oh, let's see. Did you guys talk about Sony acquiring a new studio last week?
Yeah, I didn't know a whole lot about
yeah.
it except that it's headed by one of the creators of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, he's old BioWare tech.
He was he original? He worked on the original.
One of the original couple of Assassin's
I think
Creed.
it's a lady.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not sure. I don't remember the name offhand.
I don't either.
But I know this person went and founded this new studio and was working closely with Sony, and they've been working on something, haven't announced anything, and then Sony decided to just fully become their parent company.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's a good sign of whatever they're working on.
Yeah. Having that much trust. Hopefully they don't try making a crappy movie based off of it.
Oh, they will.
I mean, it was
Maybe by then they'll finally have the formula down for just leave the story alone. Copy it.
We're going to make an origin story, but take elements from previous games.
Yeah, Jade
And
Raymond.
mix it all up. And
We're just gonna fuck it all up real
See
good.
those really cool scene from Game 3? We're going to put this in his origin story instead.
See, we just grabbed everything, we threw it in a blender, and just poured it out for y'all.
Jade Raymond.
Nice.
Jade Raymond. All right, cool.
We also did talk about the Quarry, which was announced last week. It's a spiritual successor from Until Dawn. So it's kind of like the same kind of thing.
Yeah. So it's not what they've been doing with those anthology games. So it's like the true spiritual successor.
Oh, cool.
Which I'm really excited for because I like the anthologies. They're fun to play as a group,
I've
but
been wanting
they're
to play
not
the newest
as
one.
in depth and detailed as Until Dawn was.
And then this one looks like you can team up with your friends online as well.
That'll be cool.
Up to 7 characters. I think.
About damn time.
Yeah.
I think you can do that with the anthology ones too.
You
but
can.
You have to like buy a pass or something.
Yeah,
or
and it's only
send a
4
pass.
players, I think.
Only 4?
4, maybe 5.
Yeah, because Until Dawn, if we were able to play that online with like 7 of us, each controlling
that-
a character, that would have been phenomenal.
Yeah, because that one was just 1 player, so
Yeah.
you just had to trade turns. But
I do
yeah,
like-
I'm really excited for that. I like that studio
I like the pass, the control system they have for
the anthology.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it's
really
fun.
cool.
Yeah, it's great to get a group together and
They have a
make
game that
choices.
just came out recently,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
That's part of that
House
we
of
were
Ashes.
we were gonna play it at Halloween and we ran out of time.
Yeah, we still
So
need
I
to
still
play
have
through
it, so we can
I
record
still have to
that
finish,
That'd be a good
Ship
first
of-
recording.
Ship of Mandan or whatever it was.
Man of Medan.
Man of Medan. Me and my wife were just too high to actually get through that game.
That would do it. That would be hard.
I mentioned anything Quidditch.
Quidditch won't be in the game.
I'm looking at the FAQs, and one was you get to choose your Hogwarts house.
Oh.
Oh, it's not random. Well, I guess that makes sense.
So, like I don't know.
We kind of talked about like it'd be cool if they did like a prologue where like the decisions you made in the prologue determined what house you went into.
How you played,
Yeah.
what choices you made.
Like we were saying, like if you
that would have been
like
cool.
like if we did what Nick was probably gonna do which is go guns blazing in like a Gryffindor.
Yeah.
And then if you like go with like the sneaky way and like you don't kill them or attack Ravenclaw, or if you do kill them Slytherin, or like if you know.
Yep, and then have some morality dialogue choices.
Yeah, I think that'd be.
That would be
I mean,
That would
picking your
like
house,
an hour prologue teaching you all how to do everything, but giving you some choices that would then be like, you're Slytherin.
picking your house is better than having it random.
what I would settle for is the decision to like either have it random or just pick your house random.
Because the question is,
Or-
can you choose your house? And they say, yeah, you can at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
But I don't know if that means like you can choose your house if you're like if I'm anything but Slytherin, I'm gonna die, or you can be like
It's like they'll probably cheap out like a lot of games like this doing. You'll have 3 questions. If you were in this situation, what do you do? And they're totally obvious on where it's.
Would you fight them? Would you run away? Or would you use your wits and guile?
Yeah, exactly. You'll answer 3 of those and be sorted.
I was like,
And then, which house do you hate?
I think part of what I'm really worried about this, honestly, and with us playing it, like I'm looking forward to it, but we have I personally have such expectations, since it seems like it's going to be an actually good Harry Potter game. I have a lot of expectations.
Whoa. You're talking like Quidditch World Cup wasn't a good game.
Yeah,
Never said that.
we're live streaming that soon.
I said a Harry Potter game.
It's a Harry Potter game.
No, okay, fine, an open world RPG.
You can go to different countries and play.
It's the same goddamn feel.
Isekai!
Isekai!
Like Ghost.
And the tire of time continues to spin.
You don't even know! Did you say tire?
Yep, the tire of time.
That's the wheel that they're talking about.
That is the wheel we're talking about. Thank you for finally answering that question.
Yeah, but what model of car does it come
Yeah,
from?
it's very specific.
Well, Tesla Series S.
The wheels on the
Holy
bus keep spinning.
shit!
Yeah, it's like they've seen the show. Haven't read the books, though.
No, absolutely not.
I've only read the first
But I've
one.
seen the show.
Fuck that gatekeeper trash.
Full circle!
Well, that's probably it on Harry Potter then. Super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring it back up, but I was looking through the
you're
FAQ
good.
and I was like, oh, there's
You
some.
know what? If we want, I can just give a quick talk on the first episode of Halo.
Here's one for the spells. Can players mix and match spells? And mixing and matching dozens of spells in Hogwarts Legacy will let players define their...
Literally tens and tens. All right,
This is
here we
dozens,
are.
at least
This is the
24.
gaming episode. We're about to have an isekai. Zach, take it away with Halo, the TV show.
Alright, so episode 1 is out. Paramount Plus, if you guys are wondering. I will say CGI, especially the first half, was very shoddy. The action was alright. They do try to like cater to the gaming community a little bit with like specific sound effects. Like you hear the shield chime up whenever it recharges. They do a lot. There's a few cool melee hits. It is very brutal. I wasn't expecting as much blood in the first episode as there was in the first half of this episode. But yes, there are going to be parts that piss off hardcore fans who are very firm in where they stand.
What skulls does he have active at the beginning?
Grunt Party.
Good.
That
That's the only skull that matters, honestly.
would have been fucking awesome.
Grunt Party is the greatest fucking
Actually, I think the only Covenant you see in the first episode, mild spoilers, just countdown. You get Elites, and you get the Prophets. There's no...
one. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. There's no another of the Grunts or any of the other races. Just
No grunts, no jackals, no brutes.
Not yet. I think they were just kind of step by step building that up.
They're easing you in.
Huh?
They're easing you in.
Yeah, they're easing you in. As I was going to say, the part that will
For people
really
that don't know
trigger
Halo.
people
Like
will
me.
probably be the last third of the episode. Master Chief, John 117, he takes his helmet off. And I see what the series is trying to do. They're trying to delve into the mind of Master Chief. Me being a middle of the road kind of guy, it doesn't bother me as much as it will bother a lot of people, or other people won't give a crap because they don't really know the backstory of the series as much. I've read a lot of the books. I've played every game. Do what you want. I understand it's a new timeline. I don't own this property. I can't tell you what you can do or can't do. I will rate this, I'm going to say a 6 out of 10 so far.
A great.
Were you just waiting to smoke?
Yeah, I was letting you finish.
Oh, thank you.
Fuck you, Paramount Plus.
Wow. I
You know,
would say
fuck all the streaming things.
I would say at
Don't
least
talk
try
about
watching the
sponsorship.
series. If you're not sure on it, wait for a few episodes to come out first, and then start watching it.
So bottom line, mediocre show.
It'll be better than Wheel of Time.
Mediocre show.
The Wheel of Time.
The Tire of Time.
I
The
won't
Tire
be
of
as
Time.
into it as probably Bel Air.
Which is a great show.
It is a great show.
It's getting a lot of hate online for some reason.
It is. It's not getting very...
The thing that cracks me up, and we should get back to video games, but I
This
read
was
re-
video
This is
games.
turning
well, yeah,
into
yours
TV.
was, but Aaron brought up Bel Air and the hate that it's getting. I love reading reviews of Bel Air on the internet and seeing people say stuff like, "This was too dramatic. Where was the comedy? The fuck are you talking about?
They were
It's
clear.
a drama adaptation."
They were clear. They went drama, not comedy.
For me, as long as the story is good, I'm going to be there for it. If the story gets me, there we go.
That's some bullshit.
All right. Any
Cats
more
had a great
isekai?
story. And he
No,
put
he
him in
didn't.
10.
It did have a great story. Anyways, anybody playing anything? Did you get to start WWE while I was gone?
Yeah, I've played a lot of WWE. I've talked about it quite a bit on the last 2 episodes.
I am eager
I
to see
started
what that's
it.
like.
Today!
I'm still having a lot of fun. Basically, because I'm just playing it on Zach's account, because Zach was the one that bought it.
I haven't had a chance to really play it.
So anytime that Zach is not online on his PlayStation,
that explains a lot, because I'm like, what? I was like, Zach's never online this much.
And he's never played this much wrestling.
I have been just playing the shit out of this.
I've been wanting to.
The storyline for My Rise is super cool. I like that you can choose to be heel or face, and the actions that you have go off of that.
Who did you fight in the beginning of your My Rise? Did you fight the big guy, Chase, or the other guy?
Depends. The first time I played on Zach's console, and I fought Shawn Michaels, who was the teacher in the ring, because I was going for more of a heel. In this one, I started out as going as a face, and I think I faced off against the asshole dude.
The big asshole?
Paragon.
Yeah, that's who I went against, and I whooped his ass as Satan Sauce. That's my character's name.
Oh, the mechanics.
The mechanics are so...
Did they
better.
change it up a lot?
Much improved, yeah. They aren't perfect.
No.
But I love the kick-out system. I like that it's just a mashing X kind of thing to kick out. I like that
rather than the time circles.
Yeah. Which you can change back to if you want.
I'd rather just mash.
But I like the button mashing aspect a lot.
I was like, it's the same countering thing, but I'm finding it's far easier in this one to actually land a reversal on anything rather than the other ones.
The combo system for punches and stuff is super cool. Something that needed to be added for a long time because it just looked so forced, hitting like square, and X.
Yeah.
Back in the old game to do a combo, it didn't look well. This looks so good and smooth.
I was like, it's easy to pick people up because if you just do grapple and then hit R1, you immediately pick them up, and then you can just throw them out of the ring, which is what I did a lot.
That's super easy. Reversals, is it just a back and forth reversal?
No,
with it being that easy?
Not everything is reversible, and it's a really tight.
That used to always piss me off.
It's super tight on like when you can hit it.
Yeah.
But if you can hit it, you got it.
Well, and like once they start a combo, you can't reverse a combo. You can combo break it.
Okay.
But that is super hard. I've only been successful at that a few times.
Yeah, no, I was like it's easier than the other games because it actually works.
It still has a lot of
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. It was my allergy medicine along with Malice and Mayhem.
Nice. I have a delayed reaction right now with all this shit. I'm just like, Jurassic Park.
I was going to say that it's still super glitchy, but it's not super glitchy. I've run into a few funny glitches. The difference between this one and 2K20, though, is that these seem to fix themselves relatively quick. You'll get caught in a glitch, but quickly you'll be out of it, and then it's not like the whole match. Yeah,
it's not ruined like the last one.
My favorite mode, and I've talked about it the last couple weeks, is my GM. This mode is so much fun. It's exactly what I play a lot of sports games for, just to kind of manage the show, and you get to draft your roster and put them in matches, and it's all based off of like weight classes and who pairs well with each other. That's what I'm hoping they expand on more for 2K23. More match options, more title belts. Let me draft a bigger roster, because like now at a max, like I've had like 22 characters on my roster. But it's still super fun. It's so fun, and it's such a nice upgrade over how shitty 2K20 was.
Well, that's not hard to do.
Yeah.
But better than the one before that.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'm really excited to see them change it around, even if it's just a little.
Most of the time I spent has been in the character creator, I'll be honest. I've literally done like the very beginning fight against a jerky guy, and then I did one more fight that's a tag team with one of the divas. A mixed tag match, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
But you can do a fucking lot in there.
That's one thing that they've always been good at with those 2K wrestling games. The creation suite and like how many options you have even for like hair is wild.
I made 3 characters. My first character is Princess Penguin. That's her wrestling name. It's a diva. She looks like a penguin. It was easier than it should have been.
Yeah.
The second one is just called. It was originally going to be a giant. It was going to be like a rooster, and I changed halfway through. He's Polio the baby now. He was literally just a giant baby. He wears a giant diaper, and he's a high flyer.
Polio out of here!
And like his taunts, his moves, and everything is like all just looks like him throwing a tantrum. It's great. And then the last one, the one I'm using for My Rise, I just let it give me whatever it gave me for the power, whatever the fuck class. I don't know. and dude looks awful. I don't know what the. I think it's the same for everybody, or maybe it's not. I have no. It's just a black guy. He's bald, like no defining things. He has this beer gut, makes no sense. So the cutscenes are really funny for some reason because everyone else is like don't get me wrong. Some superstars can be bigger. There's nothing wrong with anything like that. It's just I put him in a lower weight class so that. So I'm like around like Rey Mysterio's weight class, and then me walking around with a beer belly is just fucking killing me. Because like every time it shows up, and then I put him in the tightest, reddest, most like demoness like fucking like whole red outfit. It's all latex or rubber or some shit, and it looks awful on him. And he is known as Satan Sauce.
Nice. Can't really remember my character. I think I went for like a Roman type outfit though. Can't remember what his name was because that was like 2 weeks ago when I finally got a chance to jump on.
You didn't make Keanu Reeves?
No. That actually would be a great idea.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Very easy to make.
And
Keanu
people
Dracula
got it
will
in
be
the
my
old ones,
character.
so they can definitely do it
I've been
here.
seeing some crazy Thanoses online.
yeah.
Some crazy good thing, and they just kill me when they're just like beating somebody up.
Alright, so that'll probably be my next character. But we need to get together, do some matches.
Yeah, stream the
Yes.
4 of us playing this.
I think we also once everyone has it, Aaron. I'm joking. We should.
Nick,
Yeah,
We, what we should do is we should all make it a superstar, whatever you want it to be, and then we all should wrestle with that superstar.
yeah, Deb.
Mine's gonna be ridiculous, so I hope you're ready for fucking.
Keanu Dracula.
You can make him look like Dracula.
Uh,
Have you looked at? You can have like emblems and stuff on there. I literally spelt out Pampers onto the
diaper.
on Pollo the baby's diaper. It's insane, and like it's absurd. It's absurd, honestly.
Honestly, I am still stuck playing Forbidden West right now. Finally, after what seems like 3 weeks, I've gotten a chance to play for 6 hours yesterday, and kind of just did side quests to kind of power up my character a little bit more.
Yeah.
Before getting to like the last piece of what I'm collecting in this main quest. Still a lot of fun. I love photo mode as usual.
Do you like it more or less so far than the first one?
Mechanic wise, I like it more than the first one. I do have my gripes with the crafting. You really have to go out of your way to find some of the pieces you need to like upgrade your stuff, which I find to be a big pain in the ass. But I'm finally getting into like the far west of the map, near where San Francisco
It's
is.
forbidden.
Well, most of the map is forbidden.
Okay, good.
You awful pig.
But I think energy weapons are actually starting to make like an appearance in the game at my point. I'm still trying to figure out how to fly the robot pterodactyls, which you can do in this game.
Yeah. I was trying to hack those in the first one so much.
Same.
Once because beating all of those, whatever they're called,
The cauldrons.
the cauldrons, as soon as I got the one for the bird, I kept trying to sneak up and hack bird. It's so hard to hack those
Yeah.
birds.
I think I've done like 2 cauldrons in this game. But like once you get into the Forbidden West part of the game, like which is like a third of the way into the game, you come across a spot like right outside of Vegas where there's one of the tall necks walking around and no way possible to get on top of its head, like to like unlock the map. So you gotta come back later on once you unlock the bird and literally just land and perch on its head.
Huh.
Okay.
But it looks like you could literally fly the sun. I think they're called sun wings, all over the map once you unlock that.
That'd be cool that we have faster way to travel.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of those fast travel passes in the first one.
Oh yeah. I usually get a batch of like 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, the story I think is a little weaker so far than the first one, but still a lot of stuff that's like really intriguing and I want to learn more. Because that's especially the last third of the game of Zero Dawn is like you're starting to learn what happened,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, what's the next piece of data I can find so I can get a little bit more. And that's what I loved about the series so far. Is so yeah,
Series.
I'd actually kind of rate this game up there with The Last of Us and Uncharted, which are both from Naughty Dog. But like they're those games that like I love the story so much.
Yeah.
That I just wanted more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved the first one, and I'm excited to play more of the second one.
Told you to pick it up a
Yeah.
long ass time ago.
Yeah, you guys were right.
Forbidden West should be on sale in like the next month or two.
Cool.
I was like, I'm excited.
Yeah, well,
I'm excited. I'm going to start up with Horizon Zero Dawn soon.
I think you're gonna like it a lot.
Oh, I'm sure.
The storyline is so sick.
I was like, look, it's robot dinosaurs. There was never a chance I wasn't going to like it. My issue has just come from I know I'm going to love it, and I know I'm going to get really pissed every time I have to put it down. So I'm really.
It's probably been part of my grumpiness the last couple of weeks not being able to play it.
Yeah,
Because I get home at like 8, eat, hang out with my wife. It's now 11 o'clock. Shit, I need to go to bed and repeat.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You're like, and then there's the times when you're like, fuck it, I'm going to play a game. And what do we do every time? Regret it. Heavily in the morning.
Yeah.
Every time I wake up and I'm like, oh, it was so much fun, but I don't know if it was worth it.
That's the battle I go through every night. I could get like 40 minutes in. It's never just 40 minutes.
Nope. Aaron, I know that you've been gone, but you play anything? Or just stuff that you need to start playing?
A lot of stuff I need to start playing. Didn't have my console out there, so
Don't blame me. I don't like moving my console.
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, I hate moving
Yeah, I
my
wasn't-
PS5 around.
traveling long distance with it. So
Yeah, not that long. Like I'll carry it over to your house when we have a game
Yeah.
night, but that's like my.
That's like my max. Is
yeah,
your house.
that's it. Something local.
My sister's is a couple blocks away, so
Yeah.
sometimes I'll like put it in my lap in the car and just like, all right, drive real slow.
Maybe next Saturday, if everybody's coming over for WrestleMania, we could do some matches before WrestleMania starts.
Kind of what we were planning last week. That's right, you weren't here though. Yeah, we were talking about like setting up one TV of WrestleMania on
Yeah,
screen,
that'd be fun.
and then maybe like one or two other TVs.
With
but
Very Brady Bunch sequel on there.
Yeah,
we do have to watch that.
yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, that'll definitely make my top 10 out of the 11 movies we've watched.
So are we recording on Saturday this week?
I don't know what the plan is at this point.
Probably Sunday because we have 2 days of WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
So we'll record after.
Yeah,
we've
Saturday
seen them
and
both.
Sunday if anybody wants to come over and watch WrestleMania.
We
I
should
will be
just
down
like
here watching
all
it.
meet Saturday really early in the morning. Just
We get
breakfast.
WrestleMania. We get WWE 2K22. I'll bring my PlayStation over. We'll have 2 of those set up.
I mean, we could get because WrestleMania is going to go late Sunday.
Yeah.
So we could get most of the recording done Saturday. Like if everybody came over
Movies
early
and
enough, we could.
games. And
Yeah.
We could just bump out what we could and then just have fun.
Yeah.
For the rest of we're not stressing ourselves out if we like.
Watch us plan our next episodes on this episode.
I was like, sorry, not the best time, but,
No.
but I'm worried about because look,
This way we
WrestleMania
don't have to
sometimes
repeat it.
goes on for fucking ever.
Oh, it'll be on until 8 or 9 tonight.
Oh yeah, and sometimes
That's
later if shit happens. Like I think one of the last time I watched it with you, it went on to like almost 11 because everything just kept taking longer.
All right, so we'll save sports for Sunday and
Yeah.
try to do everything else at a time.
Yep, that'll work.
Yeah.
That way we don't have to repeat it. We just planned it in front of you.
All right. Anything else for video
No.
games you want to get there?
Only other news I have here, Project Spartacus, which is PlayStation's new thing that's been being worked on, is supposed to roll out apparently in the next few weeks.
I'm
so
hoping
we
it's
might
just
be
PS
hearing an
now being
announcement.
added and everything.
Basically, the report says it's going to be merging PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now. Who knows what the name will be? It won't be Project Spartacus.
I don't know. I think
what's
that's
gonna-
cool
I
as
mean,
fuck.
maybe it will be. But
Buy
it's basically-
PlayStation Spartacus today.
it's the report here, and it's a pretty accurate place from Bloomberg. But they report that it's going to be a 3-tiered payment system. So you'll have your cheap tier, which is just going to be PlayStation Plus as is now, probably. Your medium tier, which would probably have PlayStation Now, and then the highest tier is supposed to be all of that, but also have PS1, 2, 3, and PSP games in the library. So we'll see if they actually announce it in the next week or two.
Yeah, I would not mind paying more if it means I got to pay more.
Depends on
And
how
if
much
they
more.
really ramp up their backwards compatibility, that would be... I will pay a lot of money
Well,
for
and
it.
I hope that they kind of take some things from Game Pass in the
Yeah.
fact that like some new games needs to go onto this.
Day one, yeah.
Yeah, and that would be big to really... Because this is supposed to compete with it, but I just don't see them doing that. Not with their first-party studios. They're too damn big.
Yeah.
I was like, I could
Just
see,
give away.
It's
not like Microsoft
I could
where they need
see
to
them getting
really get
away
people
with
to play
it
their
on
game.
the most expensive tier.
Maybe.
If they, like,
Or maybe they'll have more free games.
yeah, like
$30
I don't
a
know.
month or
Because
something.
these are just insider reports. So
$50
we'll
a
see
month.
what the actual
And that's when he
State
gets
of play.
$50 a month, and I better get every game that I want for free.
100. Like, look, if I can pay $20 a month and I get Game Pass for all my shit,
$50 a month for PlayStation Plus, but any game that I want to play is going to be on that program, I would pay it.
Oh yeah.
Tier 3 is
Yeah.
Tier 3 is a combined PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game Pass together.
They're finally merging.
That would be fucking sick.
that's the announcement. We decided to merge. Fuck the U.S. government system. We're going to Japan.
That's how we crack the Japanese market.
That'd be
We're
sick.
now PlayStation X.
PlayStation X. I like it. Well, that's all I've got.
Yeah, I was like, I played Apex Legends. I made.
Oh, the only other
Nothing
thing
else
I
to
can
do.
think of is there's been rumors of like the PlayStation 5 Pro being announced soon.
Yeah.
Or the Xbox's next version.
Yeah, they're both working on hardware.
I am really I was hoping for this generation, but it was unrealistic. I'm hoping that we get a generation soon because I think it's going to be cost effective at a certain point with like modulars, like a modular
We
console.
already have that.
Yeah, it's called a computer.
I know it's called a computer, but you know how many people are like, I can't afford a computer, it's too blah blah. Like if you like had like the base model of PS5 and then be like, you can get a new graphics card for $200.
I'd rather spend it on movie stuff. I will have a home theater one.
Well,
day.
yeah, that's you, but I would pay to upgrade the graphics card. Like that's what I mean. Like it'd be nice to.
I think that's eventually going to be the... Well, I don't know. With how much
Consoles
money
are gonna
they
go
make...
away.
You think so?
Yeah.
I was like,
With how much money they make off
The
of
future
consoles,
is going to be
it's
streaming games, and you're not going to need a console for that.
True.
yeah, because
It's internet's
'Cause
worldwide. It's going to be faster.
Stadia is just doing so well right now.
Stadia's
Stadia has a lot of
Stadia
issues.
is not going to be one of those streaming services.
Alright, guys. Well, I think it's time.
It is time to
split.